Hi, welcome to Tuesday's Techniques. Today I am going to show you how to make this double gate fold card that I came up with. I have already demoed it at Late Night Stampers, so there is a little bit of mess on it at certain points, but I'm going to remake it for you so you don't see any of that. First off, I want to show you how it works. I have it so it's closed here, and you pull it like a book and you open it, and then you pull this one the other side, and then it says it's your birthday with a little butterfly, and I have a lot of glitter paper, so you just have to like sparkles if you're going to give this away for a little girl, which I think that they would love. So let me go ahead and close this up and I will get started. Alright, first off, you are going to need a piece of 9 inches by 4 3/4, and I've already scored it at 1/2 inch, 2.5 inches, 6.5 inches, and 8.5 inches. You are going to want to use your Simply Scored tool because it is very hard to find the 6.5 on your cutter. So this makes it just much faster if you do it. And then it fits perfectly together. So I'm going to show you the other half real quick, and then we'll get started on the stamping part. The second sheet is going to be Pink Pirouette, and you're going to have that be 6 3/4 by 4 1/4, and you're going to score it at half an inch, 1 7/8 inch, 4 3/4, and 6 1/4, and they just fold in like this. And they meet up. Well, this one didn't meet up quite as good, but you just play with it and it will be, there we go. So now we're gonna start, and I'll show you the rest. So for your inside piece, you're going to sponge all the way around using the strawberry slush, and that just makes it pop a little bit more. And you want to make sure you get these also. So you're going to go all the way around and then get where you folded. Because these are going to show. Okay, so then you are going to open it up because we are going to be doing the inside also on this and the outside. Just these parts, because this will be under. And I only am using the main one with the Raspberry Ripple, and I'm going to stamp off and then just stamp it onto the, and you want to do it a couple times with the just turn it over and do it a couple times with it full strength, and then lesser, and just that this gives you more dimension. And then you're going to turn it over and do the same thing. And then make sure we get the other side also. And I did have one on the front that was... Alright, so now that you have that, and they meet perfectly, you are going to start putting it together. Now, the one thing, let me move this so it's not distracting. What I did, because I came in with, and I have all these ready to go because I didn't want to wait for them to be ready, but this is the Pink Pirouette with the Pink Pirouette that I embossed the design from the Daydream Medallions. All of this is Daydream Medallions except for the butterfly is from Collage Curios on the front, and the one on the inside is from A Fitting Occasion, and it says it's your birthday, and I used the butterfly from the Fitting Occasion also. So I already cut everything out, so we don't have to worry about that, because you guys know how to stamp, I'm sure. So then what we're going to need is dimensionals, and you're going to put 3 on the left hand side. You're not going to be putting them on the back because we want to make sure it's straight. Then we're going to take some dual lock, and you cut it a piece and then you cut it in half so that they are together and both sides are sticky. So you're going to ahead and close this, and we want to put the dual lock also onto the side, on the other side. And this is the first layer. The second layer is going to go the opposite way. And I'm just trying to get the sticky off. There we go. Alright. So then you're going to line up your butterfly, and I am putting making sure that it's right, is the parts of the flower that go in are right where the crease is for the opening. And then I want to make sure it's centered. And then I'm going to push it down. So now, whoops, I forgot to take off the sticky on this. That just might help. Did it on the dual lock, but not on the dimensional. Okay, so now we're just going to close it. So now it's going to be stuck on this side, but this side will let you open it up. Now for the back piece, I wanted to show you what I did, because it has this red piece that's in there. Let me show you the original. See, on the back it has red and the silver paper. Well, I didn't want to waste my paper, so I cut out about 1/4 inch all the way around, and the piece that's left over fits right into the middle of this, so it's all ready. So that worked out really well. Alright, and then I'm going to turn this over, and I'm going to put tape on this. And I should have used my piece that doesn't let it stick to anything. Alright, now I'm going to turn it over and get rid of this scrap piece of paper. Alright, so now you have it like that. And I want to put this is just going to help you line it up so you can put the sticky strip on. And you're going to just line this up so that it's layered right, and push where you have the tape. Now this is not going to be always perfect, but then you're going to go ahead, and now that it's not moving, if I can find the end of my sticky strip, there it is. And you're going to just place sticky strip all the way so it's going on both. And you could also cut your silver, but I don't want to take the time here too. So I'm just going to do this. And this is going to stick onto the back of your first half of your sheet. So I'm going to finish this up and I'll be right back. Alright, so my silver paper is 4 1/8 by 5, and you're just going to want to make the other one a little bit bigger. Okay, so once you have your sticky strip all taken off, you're going to lay a piece of vanilla. This is going to hide where we cut out, and so that the card looks finished. And you're just going to line it up, and that way this is all dandy and good to go. So then you're going to, and I'm not going to do this right now because it will be moving around and you have to make sure it sits still, but you're going to use some of our Tombow glue, or you could use Crystal Effects would work also. Let me see, I'll do it so you can see. I did try glue gunning it, but it didn't, it did well, but it just didn't hold. So I'm just going to put some of that on here, and I'm going to just center this so that a little bit of it peeks out. And then you're going to smush it in. Okay, so now I'm going to open it, and I'm just not going to do anything yet. I'm going to take my piece of red glimmer that I cut out of the middle of the other one, and I'm going to put adhesive on that. And this ends up being 4.5 by 3 3/4. So if you cut more from the other one, you just want to make sure that your end product is this size. Alright, so I'm going to put that in the middle here. I'm going to put a little bit of the Crystal Effects in the middle here. And center that. I like bling. I don't know that you guys have noticed that, but I really do. So, alright. So then once again, we're going to put 3 of the dimensionals onto the window part here on the side. Whoops, wrong side, because we're doing it the opposite way. Opposite. There we go. And the dual lock again. This just helps it stay closed. And I have the 2 pieces that are cut in half and then just pressed together because they hold together really nicely, and there's adhesive on both sides. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the middle. Whoop. There. Then I'm going to come in with the big piece I have here. And again, I want it to be centered. But last time I did it at the dip, so this time I want to do it with the rounded flower part being the part that sticks. Oh, and once again, I forgot to take off the... Like I said, that really helps if you take the sticky off. So then you're going to move this and open that. Then on the inside, the larger of the ovals, I think it's the, well, it is 2 3/8 scalloped oval, and that's going to go in there. And we're not done with this top part yet. I'm just letting it sit just for a second. And I sponged this with the strawberry slush, and I'm putting that right there. And then I am going to put, I want to make sure I know what I'm doing. Put some of the Crystal Effects just in the middle. And this is another one with the die cut, that the framelits that go with the Daydream medallions. Then I'm going to cut out of the red that I have left over, and it's a 1 1/4 inch punch. And I'm going to place that into the middle of this. And since it's not got glitter on the top, I can use the tape on the back. And you always want to make sure you bend it backwards if you got any of the glue sticking out. So you have that. And then I'm going to put my It's Your Birthday, and I'm going to cut that out with the 1 inch punch. And place a dimensional on the back, or a couple. And that's going in the middle. Whoa. And you want to make sure your butterfly's flying the right way. So you don't want it to be flying upside down. Alright, now we're going to come back to this piece. And I just wanted to make sure that everything was sitting properly. I am going to sponge this also. Find which sponge I used. There, okay. And I'm just going to go around it with the strawberry slush because I think it just adds to the prettiness. So we're going to put that on. And I'm going to close it so I can get it lined up. Then this piece I'm going to pop up and putting 2 of the dimensionals on there. I know this is a long one, but it's really a doozy when you go ahead to do it. Alright, then I have the little tiny flower from the itty bitty punch pack, and that's going to go on the inside of that. And just make sure when you go over it, you have it all there. So now it's going to close like this and close like this. And when you get ready to open it, you open it like that. And you open it like this. And everything's beautiful inside. So I hope you enjoyed this. And all the dimensions and supplies will be written down for you. And Diana will be doing the written supplies or the written directions. So I will talk to you next week. Thanks.